We're back. We are so back. It's not even funny. Let's talk to Ivor. He's gonna be mad at us. You find anyone? A few sent them inside. Gods, this is bad. About Gil. It was my fault. He was a good fighter for his age. No family, I thought. I'd forgotten what it's like facing Dredge. I'm out of practice, Rook. Look, as long as I've known you, you've always wormed your way out of talking about Dredge. This would be the time to start talking. I can tell you they rarely stop for rest. The sooner we leave, the better. They'll follow us until we're tripping over tired women and children, then they'll attack. Even after we're wiped out, they'll keep coming, trampling corpses in their wake. There's no end to them. How did anyone survive the Great Wars? Ask the Menders? I wasn't there. But I know you've fought your fair share. Yeah, I've killed enough slag for one lifetime. That's why you're going to save us now. Don't lay that on me. Come on, let's get inside. Eesh. Injuries. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight but have a penalty to max strength, equal to the number of days wounded. They heal as time passes while resting in camp. Items. Your items. Shown at the bottom of the roster, drag items onto your units to equip them. Oh. Okay. Bam. We've got some level ups for... Look at that. Yeah. Why not? So, what is this? I don't remember what that does. Is this how high I can put their stats? Must be. I feel like she's gonna be my is this only melee? Nah, it can't be. Alright, let's bump that. And let's just bump it again, why not? Yeah. Alright. What's your deal, Rook? I feel like I'm going to be using his thing a lot, so I'll bump that up. And we'll bump his armor. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna do it so hard. -3 strength and battle rest in camp to heal. Okay, well, hopefully we can rest in camp. Uh-oh. Ooh, let's go to the market. Let's go shopping while we're under attack. What is this? How many supplies? One renown gets 3. Total available 45. So I can get 27. But you have to spend renown to get it. Oh. Okay. This costs renown, blood sugar. 1 will per kill, +2 will, +2 armor. Okay. Let's get some supplies, I guess, while we're here. We'll go to the Great Hall. Rook, thank the gods you've made it. The Great Hall is an utter din, filled as it is with dozens of terrified families. Don't stop worrying yet. I have it. What in the depths is going on? Dredge milling around, ransacking houses. The chieftain's wife finds you pushing through the crowd. Whoa, look at her. She's got 2 quivers. They must know we're here. Why haven't they attacked? Don't know. I wouldn't expect it to last. I made some decisions, but tell me straight, what would both of you do in my place? I'd have left by now. They're already outside the doors. Not so easily done. Rook. I feel like I should trust Ivor. It's not a decision I care to make. I think we can hold out. I trust Ivor, man. He's fought him. The chieftain sighs a deep and heavy breath, slumping. He looks years older. I imagined us fighting back and saving the town, but nonsense. Ivor's right, of course. We can't just wait to be slaughtered. Where do we go? If Dredge are coming down from the north, Frostville. Frostville. To the west. It's close and it has walls. I intend to be free of Saga in one push. Nobody left behind. I wouldn't. If they follow us, we're done. What do you suggest? Let me create a distraction, then go. I'll catch up on the road to Frostville. Do we abandon the storehouse? Peace, Brian. Thanks for the tips and for watching. What if we set the town on fire? Sounds like suicide. Ivor's right. I'll help with a little distraction. I feel like I should help Ivor. The chieftain thinks for a long moment. I didn't ask for advice just to ignore it. Promise you're not throwing away your lives on this. That wasn't part of my plan, Ivor. Nope. Then I'm coming with you. Odleif. That catches you by surprise. The chieftain rubs his chin, but doesn't argue. From the training she's given Alette, you've no doubt she can handle a bow. Fine, I'll get the townspeople ready. Make your move, Ivor. We'll leave when you're clear. I feel like Ivor would have died if I hadn't stayed. Alette finds you before you have a chance to find her. I know what you're doing. You have to let me come with you. Don't leave me, please. I'll be good. I'll be good. What? Not this time. It's too dangerous. Oof. Oof. I want her to be with me, and so we have another person to fight, but at the same time, I feel like it's too dangerous. Oh, but we need the extra muscle. I promise. Ivor soon finds you both. Let's go. Remember, we're not trying to fight them all, we're just trying to get their attention. You step into the town courtyard where you can already see Dredge in every direction. Ivor starts banging his shield and swearing at them. We kill a few, he shouts, and the rest will follow. You steel yourself for a tough fight. Alright, here we go. Oh, God, I forgot. Hades wounded. God damn it. Alright, let's put her here. We're gonna try... Brian's tactic. Okay. Why are we spread out like this? Okay. Who's first? It's her, right? It's Alette. Oh yeah, we're deciding who's going where. I feel like I should have one of them with me. Oh, she's much stronger. And he's weak. She's stronger, she can stay with Ivor, and then she'll come with me. So she'll fuck some shit up. Alright, we're ready. Can't attack yet. God damn. That means he can't get close enough. Okay, yeah. Should I move in? I feel like I shouldn't move in. Let's give him a shot. Oof, poor Ivor. Alright. Let's do... Well, I shouldn't have brought her that close. Oh well. Rain of arrows. Bonus damage to target who have lost armor if the archer has not moved. Target a tile and stun an enemy who steps in it with a rain of arrows. Ah. Like that? I can't target him. Okay. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Why not? Nice. Whap this guy right in the face. Let's get his armor down. Oh my god, she can do so much damage. Oh, so close. Uh-oh, this is not what we wanted. Shit. Alright, we'll get her out of there. Let's get him a little closer. And then... I liked the stun thing. That was good. I think he'll probably come this way. Yeah. Okay, let's finish that guy off. Alright. Get stunned. Alright. That means you can back up. Wait. Okay, I only can do 2. Oh, she only did a little bit. Damn it. I should have attacked him. Yeah, shit. Alright, let's try and stun him again. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Now she can do massive damage. Finish him off. Fuck you. Alright, let's back up. Try and get his shield down a little bit. Pow. Oh yeah, beast mode. There we go. Still don't think she's close enough. Ah. But we can finish it. Huzzah! Morale improved. You have no problem getting the dredge to follow. Things begin to look dicey, but you're eventually able to lose them in the thick woods, where they have difficulty keeping up. You climb to an overlook and wait for the caravan to appear. An hour later, Oddleif is the first to spot them. There! She points to the road. As you rejoin them, you can tell there was some trouble. Some people are wounded, others missing. A group was gathered at the rear of the caravan. Oddleif. We're going with that. Walks beside a covered figure in the open wagon. Old fool, she says through clenched teeth. I should have stayed with him. The chieftain's death hits you like a blow to the gut. Oh no. You continue on to Frostfiller in silence. Alet's hand firmly in your own. Pausing to catch your breath, you glance backward to see the caravan stretched out past the point of safety. They're spaced out so far you're unable to see those bringing up the rear. We've got to pull them together, says Ivor. It'd be dangerous to stop until at least the God's Stone. The path should be just ahead. Call an early stop for the day. Slow the pace so everyone can catch up. Keep a steady pace. Rally the caravan with a speech. Yeah, let's give it a shot. You make your way to the rear and hoist a small child up onto your shoulders. Fight for every step. Remember those who didn't make it and push onwards. The clansmen see your effort and follow suit, pushing themselves harder. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, morale declined. Far enough for today, I think. After a day of misery, men and women drop their meager possessions beneath the godstone of Hidvalder. That's what we're going with. What are we doing? We just left our homes because suddenly there were dredge. Chieftain did what I suggested and look what he got for it. Look at these people. Somebody has to hold them together. That's you, Rook. But you're the dredge killer around here. Yeah, Avarl. They want to listen to someone who looks like them. I like his horns. What about Oddleif? Let her, if that's easier for you. Oh, you could zoom in. Oh yeah. Look at that. What if we run into more dredge? You mean when? I'll be honest with you, these men can't take on dredge by themselves. I expect we'll lose 2 for every slag we take down. So we run? Only if you want to lose women and children. We're going to have to fight, and there are going to be deaths. Gods be damned. Why is this happening? Think of how I feel. I'm stuck nursing a bunch of weaklings. You do care, I can tell. Feh. Men are a plague on the world worse than any dredge as far as I can tell. Chats like this are why we get along so well, Ivor. You sleep poorly, the sun forever stuck to an eternally bright sky. Before the others rise, you find yourself staring over long, low hills covered in pine. Morale declined. Of course, the godstone looms overhead, the massive eyes of Hidvaldir. Hridvaldir? Looking the same direction as you. Inspect this stone. The weathered stone doesn't see many visitors. Not much reason to travel so far east. When hunters come through, they sometimes stop to give offerings out of habit more than anything else now that the gods are dead. Hidvaldir was the god of hunters and of wild beasts, occasionally seen roaming the land as both man and wolf. He was always depicted in effigy, with his terrible spear. You wonder what he'd think about his woods being full of dredge now. True. A young girl from the caravan approaches you. I made this for you, she says, handing you a crude necklace carved from a branch she must have found nearby. Thank you for saving my mama, she says before running back to her tent. Back at your tent, you rouse Alette, who clings to your arm until she's completely awake. Bad dreams. Eventually the camp is broken down and it's time to move towards Frostville. It feels like an end more than a start. Yarkin. Okay. The caravan halts when a group of men appear on the trail, weapons at their feet. We've seen the dredge in your wake, says one. We don't wish to meet them alone. If you'll let us join you, we'll show you a watering hole with enough animals to fill those supply wagons. An inherent fear of strangers raises mutter from the carriage. Refuse the men and make sure they don't follow. What are you doing out here alone? Allow the men to join you. What are you doing out here alone? We were hunting here for food when the dredge found our village, says the man. When we returned, he looked away, unable to finish. Oh man. I hate these decisions. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt, but I feel like every time I do that in games like this, it always ends up bad. If you'll be no trouble, come along, you say. The men cautiously join your ranks and prove trustworthy. The hidden watering hole nearby is teeming with animals, and soon your supplies are nicely restocked. That's what I'm talking about. Morale declined. Our morale's getting pretty low, I think. During a rest, one of the men gets too drunk and ends up splashing mead in a warrior's face. A brawl erupts. Many thrown fists and a broken bone later. The instigator, Raffensvarder, whatever, is tossed on the ground at your feet. Angry clansmen looking for satisfaction. His personal defense is little more than drooling mumbles. Coerce a public apology from him, tie him up until he dries out, laugh off the scuffle, encourage the others to let the issue drop. Grabbing him, I'm not even going to try his name right now. Grabbing his neck, you force him to look at the crowd, apologize for this mess you demand. The man babbles until you squeeze harder. Sorry, he yells repeatedly. Even after you let him go, folks shake their head but leave the man alone. You should rest. Morale has become poor. How do I rest? I can't. Oh yeah, there we go. I forgot. Fucking morale. Alright. before we do that, let's level up some. Oh no, we don't want to just... I feel like it's risky to level up because you want to get supplies, right? Just 10 renown to level up? Yeesh. Let's level up Ivor. He deserves a promotion. Oh, and we have this now, right? What is this? Okay. And training, rest. I think that's all we can do. Let's rest. Can we rest 2 days? Where's morale? Renown, days of supplies, map, options. I can't... How do we see morale? Should we increase morale? One more. We only have 9 days of supplies left. Should we rest 1 more day just in case? Okay. Yeah, let's go. The caravan is visibly relieved to find a small village on the way to Frostwiller, with beds and fresh supplies. The locals are shocked by the news you bring and discuss it amongst themselves while you set up nearby. Oh, well, here we go. Map, market, heroes, market. Let's get some supplies. Days worth 11. Oh, look at these items. Serpent earrings. Armor on rest. Drawing aggro. Whoa. That looks awesome. Why not? Let's give him this, right? And then let's give this to her. And let's do it. I want to do it. I guess let's leave. I can't. We sort of know where we're headed, right? I don't really need to look at the map, do I? We're headed to Frostwiller, which is a city. Should we rest? Let's get out of here. You're only just outside the village when two men in red approach. My name is Hogan, says one, gesturing to the other. My brother is Mogan. Many from the village wish to join you to Frostfiller. A third man, exuding rage, charges up to the group. Shut your mouth, Hogan, he screams. What the fuck? What's going on? These bastards don't speak for us. They've been trying to divide the village since you got here. True. You can keep whoever wants to stay and die. The rest of us will go with the reasonable people of Saga. I'll have you both gutted before I let half the village desert. Behind the angry villager, a mob of armed thugs have appeared, all furrowed brows and nervous stares. You both know what will happen to the rest of us if the fields are abandoned. Nobody leaves. I mean, Ivor made it pretty clear that the dredge don't stop once they come. There won't be a town left. Dredge my ass. I don't know what the scam is this time, Hogan, but you got two choices. Get back to work, or I'm finally putting you in the ground. Mogan, what do you say? I thought it was unfair that he only asked me. Mogan draws his axe slowly, followed by Hogan. Despite their confidence, the brothers are significantly outnumbered. I think I make a poor farmer. Oh, jeez. I don't want to fight with either of them. Shit. I don't want to get involved. I feel like it's not my responsibility, man. But if I don't help the brothers, they're definitely dead. Shit. That's nowhere to be seen. Uh-oh. She doesn't want to fight this fight. Oh, we've got Hogan and Mogan. Alright, yeah, sure. Alette doesn't like that we're doing this. Just out of range. Do they have any abilities? Body flail. A series of strikes eats random attack strength or armor. Adds 1 armor to allies and himself while adjacent to allies. Oof. Wait a minute, I have an idea. No. Yeah. Can I do that? Oh no, I can't. Okay. Go here, and then do it. Bam. Oh, I should have boosted. I wasn't thinking. Got him. The brothers thank you with wide grins. Soon many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alette, who's gone missing when the fighting began. Eventually you find her watching from afar. Hogan returns at the moment introducing you to his son and wife, and you soon set out again. She didn't like that. Alette marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distant since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Odleif approaches you both. Alette, I have something for you. Gathered up the long banner from the caravan and smiles warmingly as she passes it to Alette. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew up the banner with everything that has happened since we left Skull. Come find me another time, Rook. We'll talk. Before you can comment, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? I don't know. Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alette unfurls the banner. Odleif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? You nod. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who lived in Skogor throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she was here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alette has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this dredge, leaving home, and why did you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. Had to make a hard choice. They would have killed each other. Because the dredge are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them, I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. Please. Are you mad at me? No. She smiles at this, then her face sinks again. I guess I would do it if I really had to. But do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. Oh, well, that's good. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the story of Saga is your burden now. Okay. So we have 2 new dudes and a let. And no items. Okay. Oh, I guess we'll talk to her. How are you doing? Oddleaf. I guess it is Oddleaf. Oddleaf. I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Oddleaf. Before I was even born, he wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? I don't know what it means. People look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does that feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Rook. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, it's probably the most you've ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it for a long time. He asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they would follow you. Come on, Rook. This isn't the time for pretend. It's not just about our small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? The first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. I'll be there when I can. Just don't expect any miracles. Listen, I know I've dragged this out. The truth is, my husband and I could never have a child. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Olette. I know you're going to take care of her. She puts her hand on your shoulder and she heads back to the camp. Morale improved. Oh, that's good. Should we rest a bit? Nah, we've improved morale a few times, right? No one can level up. That's good. Okay. Let's get out of here. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. We recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them about what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. If that's all you're taking, you may never make it, you say. Grabbing a few items from a supply wagon. Oof. You strap the additional provisions to their backs. Search for family instead of food, you say with a smile. The men clasp their wrists with you before departing. We've lost our fighters and some supplies, but we got renown. And morale declined. Should we, complaints of Rafstar's excessive drinking have resurfaced. Uh-oh. This time the man stumbles over some tent ropes, pulled the snagged canvas through a campfire, nearly setting a supply wagon aflame. Clansmen put out the fire on both the wagon and Ratsvar's leg before leading him to you. Rafsvarter groggily agrees, slurring his way through promises to quit being such a nuisance. Many of the onlookers snort or roll their eyes but go back to their business. Somehow you doubt it'll be long before he manages to find another drink, whether you'll allow it or not. That's his last chance. It's his last chance. Dredge! Shouts a man from the back of the caravan. It's the drunk, staggering towards you, looking not entirely sober. He screams again, pointing at a tree. Just fear races through the caravan as fighters pull their weapons. Scouts return with no sightings, and furious men surround him. A swift and brutal beating befalls him, one that leaves him begging for mercy. The next time he's offered mead, the man shies away in fear. As for the rest of the caravan, everyone seems pretty satisfied. No longer drunk, and everyone's happy.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Jostle through follow crowds of sunken faces who appear as though they've been freezing in front of Frostvellir for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. There must be no room. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? You can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddleaf finds you amongst many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody is being let into the city. Yikes. Why? It's overrun with Varl from Blotspalar, Greyhorn, people from Bitra, all the nearby villages. The Dredge are everywhere. And the chieftain of Frostvellir has locked himself in his great hall. That's when they closed the gates. Pfft. When the Dredge come, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. Alright, well, let's see. We're getting in the walls somehow. I want to know more about what's going on in there. Let's lay low for now and see what happens. Where else could we go? I don't know what to do. I want to see what's going on in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest houses and the gates. We could find out what they know. How would we get in anyway? They closed the gate. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there is any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push it really hard. Fair enough, Ivor. is that? You approach the gate, where hundreds of people have gathered. In the trodden, bloody space in front of the door, several pin-cushioned bodies lie, unclaimed, as though they simply belonged there. Archers up on the wall make it clear that nobody will be getting in. Men and women below intermittently call for mercy and reason, when they're not flinging stones and curses. You spend an hour talking to different people who all have the same story. A couple days ago, the chieftain shut himself in, closed the gates, and refused any more refugees. They've got huge stores of supplies in there too, adds one man. They're just hoarding them. Try pushing through the front gates, shout at the guards. We're from Skoger. Open the gates. You shout to the archers, not expecting much. You get as much response as you expected. Archers up on the wall make it clear nobody will be getting in, blah, 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 blah. You leave the crowds and head back down the hill. There are a lot of people gathered around the rest house, says a leaf, pointing. Maybe we can find help there, or at least make ourselves something, blah, blah, blah. Okay. You spend a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story, chieftain, blah, blah, blah. There are a lot of wounded people here, adds Eled. We could help them. The rest house is overflowing with refugees, the sick and wounded, and noise. Tend to the wounded. Settle in for the long haul. Rest for a day. Tend to the wounded. Alet and Oddleaf spend the day, along with others in your caravan, treating wounds, most of which came from archers at the gate. I overheard from one woman that the city has been sending carts with food around. Oddleaf tells you. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a cart, we bring it back in. Oddleaf protests. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the refugees. Wait and ambush the next cart. We'll wait and confront them. Keep your sword down until we need it, you say to Ivor. We'll make a deal, unless they're looking for a fight. Early the next day, you spot the cart leaving the city gates. After they've thrown their scraps to the refugees, you approach. Stop. My friend wanted to talk with you. It's not what I wanted. I think I can guess why. If we knew there were more fighters in Varl out here, Ekil might have brought you in the city. Who's Ekil? He's in charge up there. In charge of what? Better let him explain. I think we'll just take this cart ourselves instead. Fine, let's go. Alright. He nods. You follow him back up to the gates where they open the doors for you. A man clad in black approaches you as you step inside. What in the depths is this? The man orders his guards to get the doors closed again before more refugees notice. You said you wanted fighters. You heard about the chieftain. We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms, if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? As soon as they heard Dredge were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one in their head. That's the short story anyway. At least 3 clans in here warring over turf and food, and the worst are the godforsaken Varl. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration, as if simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight. You've got your own Varl that counts for something. I can keep your flock safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me and to take back Frostwiller. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine. Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses. What do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damned streets. Think carefully about what you want. Shit. Another decision to be made. I don't want to join. I don't want to take sides with him because he seems like a fucking asshole. But I also don't want to be the only. I don't want to like threaten him and make shit worse. You can feel Akil sizing you up on the spot, his hand hovering near his axe. He snorts through his nose, changing his mind. Good luck, then. Hope we don't meet again fighting for the same scraps. With the gates closed, Akil and his men disappear down the dark alley. Hope we know what we're doing. Making it up as we go, Ivor. Little did they sleep. Chapter 3. Oh, are we moving back to the other group? Oh yeah. Hakan, we're back. I was able to get about as many warriors from Strand as you wanted and more weapons, extra supplies too. You perk up, just now realizing Mulder has been talking to you. Since Wagner died, everyone's been looking to you to make the decisions. It's exhausting. Hakan? Sorry, just tired. Go on. I was saying the Varl we sent to Strand have returned. The governor gave us most of what we wanted. Good enough. Much resistance from the governor? Some. I don't think he was happy about us buying his fighters using his own money. He also insisted we take on a lackey of his to watch over his property, a man named Eric. Eric? I met him. He seems competent enough. Regardless, the governor will have to get over it unless he wants Dredge crawling through his streets. We've put down every slag that has wandered through here while you were gone. Enough flapping of mouths, then. You're sure that wound has healed, Luton? I agree. Enough has already gone wrong. If something happens to the prince on a mission of peace, the alliance would rot, or worse. They're right, Luton. Return to Strand. Go home. Luton makes his own decision. Wagner's dead. There's no reason to stay. Why? Aren't you the fabled dredge killers? How did you let them get this far south? We're not watchmen for the world. Watch your tone. If they're here, then something has gone wrong at Schlid. Schlid? And you shouldn't be here. We would only be made to do this again later, and I will not suffer it all a second time. Either take us through the wandering road or do your job and slaughter some dredge. Luton turns abruptly with a scowl. He stamps back to his ring of tents and followers. Wandering road's not an option with this many. I could crush that boy's skull with one hand. If Luton won't be deterred, you'll have to deal with it. Don't let Luton get to you. Let's go. I'm sick of looking at this dump. What do I tell the warriors, Hakan? Tell them to be cautious. Tell them we cover the mountainside and dredge bodies. Tell them we don't stop until Schlid is retaken. Will do. Give the word and we'll set off. Okay, we're starting chapter 3. We've got some options. Go talk to some people. Leave, stay, here. Let's take a look at our heroes. What we got? Eric's joined the ranks. Mogr has been promoted. Feel like that's what we want to do with him. Gunnulf's back. Yay! Alright. Great. Let's talk to this fella. You knew him well, didn't you? Wagner? No. Ah, well, I don't know. I remember him. Always rushing around with some important business, but I never knew him. Never got a chance to talk much. Longer than I did, in any case. I suppose so. When he spoke, Varl listened. I knew that. I could use help there. The scrivener leans back, considering this sediment. I've seen worse. They respect you for your ability to swing an axe, and they need to respect you for your actions. But you're not talking to the right Varl. Mogr needs some Mogr's got some skill there. Most I can do is hold a quill. What do you suppose happened to the sun? Gods, how should I know? Never seen something like this before. Are you worried? Some of the Varl in the caravan think the world's coming to an end. Others think it's the best thing that could happen. No more black months. I'll take it. If it's the end, I'm ready. What about the rest of us? To the depths with you. Ha! What do I write? I write what happens. They've got a banner in Aberrang for that, you know. You mean the long banner? Yes, the Menders wove up something that writes its own history. You want my opinion? I don't trust it. No? It tells a broad story. I think there's some value in the narrow. Whose story does it write? Mine? Theirs, Luden's? Gods forbid. Ha, you relic. The gods have been dead a long time. Oh, have they? Old habits, I suppose. I heard you were a terror in your day. Do you know how old I am? Dare I ask? I'm competing, you know. No one knows how old we Varl can get naturally. There's one by the name of Snorri. He's got a few years on me, just hunkers in Grofheim, collecting rhyme. Bastard might actually beat me. Another one named Kromer is close, I think, but the addled son of a bitch still welcomes a fight. He'll probably be off before I am, although... Anyway, point is, what difference does it make? I'm just a delivery baron for your under now. Can't remember half of what I've done. Hence the journal. Hence, don't get fancy on my behalf. Okay, I won't. Get some rest. You crazy old bastard. I'd ask how you're dealing with Wagner's death, but I already know the answer. Do you? Steady old Mogr, which is good. I know most of these Varl, but they're not under my command. They came to follow Wagner. Tell you the truth, I wouldn't want to be in your position either. Anything you can tell me about the caravan? Throw together this many Varls, half of them want to hit each other, the rest want to be left alone. Anyone I should keep an eye on? There's a couple of clan leaders trying to show off for each other. Not a big deal, I've got it under control. The fighters we just got from Strand aren't bad, but they're unruly. Give it a few days. And there are a few moaning about fighting for you instead of Wagner. Those are the ones I were to worry about. What about Luden's men? They don't want to hear anything from me, I know that. Any problems? Could be. Luden's pet Varl is named Bercy. I'm not sure where he came from or what his deal is. Bastard knows how to fight, but there's something I don't like about him. His girl in red is scary too, Yrsa. She's probably the best fighter Luden's got, to be honest. I've overheard some Varl call her the witch. Why? Flaming arrows, I think. It's a good trick, but the fire upsets our Varl more than the dredge. Still doesn't make much sense, witch. They're not scholars, Hakan. I think they're mostly just afraid of her. It makes more sense. Don't let her find out. Haven't you ever wanted to be in command? More than I am? Any more rope and I'd hang myself. I doubt that. I forget. You weren't around back then. At one point, I had more rope. I hung myself. So no, I'm not interested in command. It's all yours. Thanks. You think we're walking into a death trap? This many Varl? No, we should be alright. Things could get rough, though. I don't like being the one to send Varl to their deaths. I like worrying about myself, and that's the extent of it. Who would have expected Vodnir to drop that to a couple of slag? I'm still wondering about... Whoa. I'm still wondering what happened. He had hundreds of dead slag to his name. I don't get it. Just happens sometimes. No big moment. I'm sure it surprised him even more than us. Although I have to wonder. Nah, never mind. Anyway, I'll worry about the warriors. Warriors. You worry about not doing something stupid. It's asking a lot. What were you holding back about Wagner? I'd rather not say, Hakan. Why not? It's the kind of thing that gets stuck in your head, and you need a clear one. It's better if you let me worry about it. If you say so, keep it to yourself. If there's a reason to bring it up again, I will. Let's get back to it. Let me know if you need anything else. I will. I think he thinks that... What's his name? The prince killed Wagner. Or was involved in it somehow. For sure. Is there a market? That's the map. Heroes. There's no market. I can't get any supplies. It's fine. We have more than enough. I think. So anyways, I'm gonna take a quick break and get some food.